Question 16, you probably need to do a little bit of trial and error to see what works. We want the answer to be 12. So let's see, 21. If I do minus 3, I'll get 18. Then I do divided by 6 times 4. Let's see if this works out. So order operations, I will do the bracket first. 21 minus 3 is 18. 18 divided by 6 is 3 times 4. And I get 12. So the answer is minus followed by divide. Question 17. Mr. Osman drove. He started off at 7:05 and he drove for 1 3/4 hour. Then he took a rest and he continued his journey for another 2 hours and 35 minutes. So we need to draw a timeline for this one. So we start from 07:05. So the question talks about it. They want the answer to be 12 hour clock. So I will change this to 12 hour clock already, so I don't forget later. So 7:05 AM. Okay, so he started for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay, if you're not sure 3/4 hours is how long? 3/4 of an hour off an hour, 1 hour 60 minutes. Okay, so you do this and do your cross cancellation. This tells you that it's 45 minutes. Okay, so 3/4 hour is 45 minutes. So let me count 1 hour. 1 hour will be 8:05 AM. I count for another 45 minutes. This is 8:50 AM. Okay, do not forget the rest. He rested for 20 minutes. So 20 minutes would be, okay, so it could get a bit confusing. I'm going to do 10 first, alright? Because 8:50 plus 10 brings me to 9 AM. And I count another 10 minutes. 9:10 AM. Alright? Next, then he continued his journey for another 2 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, I'm going to add 1 hour, which is 10:10. Another hour, which is 11:10. And the last 35 minutes, which would give me 11:45. So 11:45 AM, he would reach his destination. Question 18. Given that angle E is twice the size of angle D. This angle here is twice the size of this angle here. Twice means what? Means this is 2 units and this is 1 unit. Now this is a rectangle, right? So this would be 90 degrees. Alright? So let me find out what's this, because I know this is 42. So 90 minus 42 is 48. So angle this portion, okay? This angle make up 48 degrees. And it's 3 units. So 3 units, 48 degrees. 1 unit will be 48 degrees divided by 3, which is 16 degrees. We're trying to find angle E. Angle E is the one that is twice, which is this one, which is 2 units. So 2 units would be 16 degrees times 2. 32 degrees is your answer. Question 19. Rectangle ABCD has the same area as square EFGH. So we're supposed to find the perimeter of the rectangle. So we need to first know the area for both of them. But I'm unable to find the area for this one because I don't know the length yet. Can we find the area for the square? Yes, we can. Square, all sides, same length. If this is 18, this is 18 as well. So I'm able to find the area. 18 times 18 gives me 324. So if this area is 324, the rectangle has the same area, so the area is 324 as well. So in order to find the perimeter of the rectangle, now what's perimeter? Perimeter is made up of length plus breadth plus breadth. Perimeter is the outline, okay? So we have the breadth, we need the length. From area, how do we find the length? Area is equals to length times breadth, right? So if we know that the area is 324, we're trying to find the length, we know the breadth is 9. So how do we find the length? We will divide. Take the area divided by the breadth, you will get your length, which is 36. So we know that this is 36 meters. So with this, we can find the perimeter. Remember, length plus breadth plus breadth. So 2 lengths plus 2 breadths. The answer is 90. 90 meters is the perimeter. Question 20. I will try to draw the model to illustrate. We have Mrs. Teng and Mrs. Fan. So Mrs. Teng bought 258 identical Rubik's Cube. So this is 258 of those Rubik's Cube. Okay, and Mrs. Fan, she bought a bit lesser. She bought 249 pieces of those. Mrs. Fan also bought 76 game sets at $12 each. 76 game sets. We know this one $12 each. So in the end, this Mrs. Fan, she spent $777 more than Mrs. Teng. So how much did Mrs. Teng pay for those 258 Rubik's Cube? In the first place, we know that each game set is $12. Let's find out how much 76 game sets cost. So 76 game sets, 76 times 12, they cost $912. So this portion already cost her $912. Okay, and she paid $777 more than Mrs. Teng. Can I find out what's this portion here? How much is that difference there? If this is 912 and this is 777, this part, the value for this portion here would be 912 minus 777, $135 will be this part. From here to here will be the Rubik's Cube, right? 258. So 258 Rubik's Cube over here. 249 Rubik's Cube over here. So over here will be the difference between the two of them. So 258 Rubik's Cube minus 249 Rubik's Cube. 9 cubes. 9 cubes would be this part. So 9 cubes make up 9 Rubik's Cube, $135. So 1 Rubik's Cube would be 135 divided by 9. Which is $15. So we want to find her 258 Rubik's Cube. We'll take $15 times 258. Total of $3,870. Question 21, if you notice, there's an equal stage at the end. In the end, they had the same number of beats. So I will start drawing the model from the end. Cassandra, Charmaine, in the end, they had the same number of beats. Now I'm working backwards. Take note, when you're working backwards, you always do the opposite of what the question says. So now Cassandra had given away 648 beats. If Cassandra gave away 648 beats, I'm gonna have to take them back and add it on. So I will add on the 648 beats. Then Charmaine received 216 beats. Remember, working backwards, we do the opposite. So I will take away the 216 that she received. If I take away, let me cross it out. Okay, then remember to extend your lines to make equal parts. If this is 216, this part would also be 216. Now at the beginning, they tell us that Cassandra had 5 times of Charmaine, meaning Cassandra at the beginning, she has 5 units, and Charmaine at the beginning, 1 unit. So Cassandra at the beginning would be the whole portion here, including 648, 5 units. And as for Charmaine, she only has this at the beginning. She did not have the 216. She received it later on. Okay? So at the beginning, this part for Charmaine is 1 unit. If this portion is 1U, this is 1U as well. So this is also 1 unit. Model is done. If Cassandra has 5 units here, and this is 1 unit, this tells us that they make up 4 units. Okay, so 4 units would be 216 plus 648, 864. Now we find out what's 1 unit. $216. We want to find Cassandra at first, which is 5 units. $1,080 at first. Question 22. You can either use guess and check or assumption. So I will use assumption to solve. They want us to find the number of pencil boxes. I will assume to be the other. Assume all are calculators. Now if you're assuming all are calculators, we're assuming all 100 pieces of them are calculators. So 100 of them are calculators. Each calculator costs $24. 100 times 24, 2,400. This is the total if all 100 of them are calculators. Next, I need to find the big difference. The big difference will be the difference in the total. Question tells us total is this. The total I found is this. So the difference, 2004 minus 2130. $270. This is my big difference. Next, find the small difference. Small difference would mean the difference between each item. Calculator 24, pencil box 15. The difference is $9. This is the small difference. After which, I simply need to take the big difference divided by the small difference. I get 30. This will be the answer. We assume calculators. Once we divide, the answer will be the pencil boxes. Question 23. Let's try to understand what the question is saying. So, Mei-Ling received 1/6 of the total amount of money. This tells us that Mei-Ling received 1 unit and the total amount of money is 6 units. Devi received 1/4 of the total amount received by Bala and Kelvin. meaning Devi received 1 unit, and 4 units represent Bala and Kelvin. And Kelvin received 3 times as much money as Bala, meaning Kelvin is 3 units and Bala is 1 unit. So if I were to try to make sense of it, I can draw the model. Total amount of money, 6 units. Mei-ling received 1. Devi received 1/4 of Bala and Kelvin. So which means that Devi is 1 unit and Bala and Kelvin will be 4 units. Is it just nice? We have just right 5 here. So 5, 1 would be Devi, and Bala and Kelvin would be 4. And out of which Kelvin received 3 units and Bala received 1. So this is Bala and K, K, K. So in total, everybody received 1320. So we know that 6 units is 1320. So we can just do this. 6 units is 1320. 1 unit is 1320 divided by 6. 220. Kelvin received 3 units. 220 times 3. 660. That's the answer for Kelvin. There's another way of doing this. We can find out individually what they received.